All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. We're going to diagnose it, see what our thoughts are. So, BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. This means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our ad, which means our ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women that we're paying to reach, there's actually like a non-zero chance they'll actually buy from us. So we got to get this number up as high as possible to get our ads into this maximum number of women's brains as possible. Because basically this means how many women are not simply scrolling on by. If they simply scroll on by, our chance of them buying from us is zero. But if they click somewhere, chance of them buying from us is greater than zero. So we got to get this number up as high as possible. And any number, I mean, 6% is the minimum. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% easy. Even if I put in like no effort, I get it above 6%, 100% of the time. So below 6%, we got issues, and that's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's extremely common. It's literally like 100% of Boudoir Facebook ads I've seen, it's extremely common, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We'll talk about those at the end of at the end of the video. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser. So BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. So our universe is taking shape here. We also know that a BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. So we invented this. So we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ads, leave the originals as they are, running or not running, and we actually treat the duplicated ad. And once we treat the duplicated ad, we actually run that treatment for about a week, and at the end, we keep whichever one running that has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we would have gotten rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser at DBA. So this is our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy to solve. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. Achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Unique CTRLs for our ads never ever below 6% ever again. All right, so my residency, went out there, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild. Had a unique first one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, had a unique CTRL 4.3%. So we know BLCS is present. So I duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend, literally just being thrown out the window, given to Facebook with no benefit to us. So they're spending 10 grand on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now we only need to spend, 10 grand a month. Now we only need to spend $6,700 a month or $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get our ads into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. And in that case, we're pocketing that $3,700 a month that was previously wasted. We're pocketing that. The business owner is by simply not needing to spend that money anymore. No longer needs to spend that money. And because of that, they kind of get a phantom bonus every month, or at the end of the year, at the end of 12 months, they're getting like a phantom, $40,000 bonus. But it was simply 1 week of Boudoir Pico treatment. All right, next we look at my second part of my residency, went out there, found some other Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild. Found out that or found the second one, brought it to the hospital, treated it, found out its unique CTRL 1.39%. Okay, so we know that BLCS is present because the unique CTRL is under 6%. So I duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%, much better. So we found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $1,600, 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated Facebook ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So as a result, we're eliminating $8,400 a month in wasted Boudoir Facebook ad spend. And when we eliminate that, we actually, the business owner actually pockets that every single month, kind of like a phantom bonus, phantom profit, doesn't need to serve any clients, but literally $8,400 a month. That's like 100 grand, over the next year. Finally had a patient, that patient come in, saw his ads, Boudoir Facebook ad at 5.03% unique CTRL. So we knew that BLCS is present. So we duplicated it, or did a lot of work on this one. Treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And it was wasting 67% of ad spend. That means that they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. They only need to spend $3,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So it's $6,700 a month that was being wasted. Now it's back in his pocket every single month. He doesn't have to spend that money anymore. And, it's like, what's an 80K bonus at the end of the year, something like that. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. So, look at the numbers right here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Take the average of these numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So that means for Boudoir Facebook advertisers spending more than 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, literally off rip, approximately 5K a month is being wasted, paid to Facebook for no benefit whatsoever. And that's every single month. So at the end of 12 months, it's approximately 60K over the next year. All right, so now we're here, we're gonna diagnose this, see if we believe it as BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So let's see what we got here. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we're trusting Facebook, that what they tell us we should fill out in our ad is what we actually should fill out in our ad, because that'll bring us more results. That is better for us. But the consequence of this, actually, when we do this more and fill out all these fields, more women are actually scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads, not clicking anywhere, our ads not entering the women's brains, and we actually are wasting money on those impressions. So we get more women scrolling on by, fewer women clicking on our ad. And Facebook actually loves this because Facebook can serve more ads per unit time, earn more money per unit time, where we're wasting more money per unit time. Second, we're going to look at the creative here. So we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe that the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our ad should look like an ad, because that's how we see other Facebook ads. They look like ads. Other Boudoir Facebook ads, they look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, but Basically, everyone I've seen, or every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen, has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So the consequence of making this mistake is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTR under 6%, decreasing or contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, looking up here, first 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed. That's all that's going to show. So, frontline healthcare workers, you are the warriors. Okay, all right. So, yeah, we got a little bit of context here, but we're lacking a lot of context. So it's the lack of context mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe that we have enough context that we're not filtering out too many people from clicking into our ad, but in fact, the less context we have, actually, the fewer people will be clicking into our ad up to a point. So we haven't maxed out the context, or we need to get more women clicking in, which means we have way more women scrolling by than necessary, pulling our unique CTR under 6% and contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so after looking at all this, my diagnosis is yes, I do believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, with a unique CTR all under 6%. So if you're a BLCA, a Boudoir low click advertiser, with BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, your Boudoir Facebook ads are have a unique CTR all under 6%. And you're taking a look at the marketplace. Well, I you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. And you're taking a look at the marketplace, seeing, it's become more and more saturated with more and more boudoir photographers day after day. Seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they throw out their Google My Business profile saying they got, they're now a boudoir photographer. And anytime someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom group saying that they're now a boudoir photographer and offering sessions. So you see it's getting more and more competitive. And you're also seeing, more inflation, is cost of living going up. And so you've been optimizing other parts of the business, pulling more profit out of same effort, or same inputs, and you're actually increasing. You're already doing that in other parts of the business, and you decided you now want to do it with your Facebook ad portion of the business, because you've seen that that Boudoir Pico can save, on average, eliminate 5K a month in wasted spend, and actually you can you can keep you can pocket that approximately 5K a month and no longer wasted spend. That'd be like 60K over the next year, over the next 12 months. And you can actually, so that's an outcome you want. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment in your Boudoir Facebook ads and become a dominant Boudoir advertiser and achieve Boudoir brain entry boost. Because you need that on your way to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM, and when my new patient intake's open, shoot me a DM. My DMs are closed right now, but shoot me a DM when my new patient intake is open, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.